Hiya Beth, Tom and Aaron, just some video footage from the session we did on the course yesterday, and you can see there at the start of your swings you're all doing a super job with your setups. There's a few changes I'd like to see made. First of all, with Beth, I'd like to see you get the hands a little bit more into that circle so that the back of the left hand is level with the inside of the left thigh. Tom, I'd like you to move your hands forward to that same sort of position so that the handle of the club is more in line with the middle of the left thigh. And what I'd also like you both to do, particularly with driver, is just move that ball position forward slightly so it's in line or just inside the left heel. So Beth, Tom, ball forward and handle forward. Aaron, what I'd like you to do is get this right hand over. When I'm looking at your right hand grip, or when I'm looking at your grip in general, I can see your left thumb as I'm looking at it from face on. That's because the right hand is underneath too much. Remember when we're out in the course, I moved your hands in together. The idea when you're setting up to that, Aaron, is to make your left thumb disappear. So hide your left thumb from whoever is watching you from face on. Now, in regards to your goal swings, Beth, we're making a basic movement that's very, very good. What we tend to do is we tend to stay centered on the way back, which is great. That's something we've worked on. However, from here, we get a little bit lazy with the shoulder turn. So we can see there the shoulders have turned through about 45 degrees. And as we swing to the top, it's done predominantly now with the arms. The shoulders haven't really moved a great deal in the last half of that backswing. So that's one of the reasons we lack power. And then what we've got to do is just learn to control the club face. And as I said, if you can get solid contact every time, we can start to learn to control the club face. You can see here we're clearly leading with the handle. Unfortunately, the arms have rotated in a manner that presents the club face in a very open position, in which case the ball's going to start way to the right. And that was the shot you were getting yesterday. As you come through, you continue to lead with the handle. Super position through the golf ball. Elbows starting to divide a little bit there, but again, more power, more speed, that'll straighten your arms out into a nice balanced finish. So well done on that respect. Tom, if we look at yourself, as we said, we want to move that ball forward and the handle forward. But then what we've got to do is we've got to start to move this weight across a little bit more aggressively. It is something we've worked on before. Super takeaway. Lovely top of the backswing position. I'd suggest in your backswing you try and stay a little bit more centered. That's going to make it easier for you to make solid contact. We then start to make a move into the left side, but we don't continue into the left side. So what tends to happen now is if I put a line up from the inside of your left heel, you never really get past that line. You can see your hips backing up. I'd like to see you from the top driving past that line much more aggressively. I'll just run Beth back here. Beth makes a little bit more of an aggressive move in the downswing with her hips, just to show you what I mean. Drive past that line. Shift the weight forward. You can see there the hips moving out in front of that left foot. Whereas with yourself, the hips tend to work behind the left foot. Whenever that happens, the body weight is moving back this way during the downswing, and we're going to tend to run the risk of hitting the ground behind the ball unless we divide the elbows and collapse the left arm like we see in this instance. That's robbing your power, so we need to drive the body forward more aggressively and work on keeping the arms straighter through the hitting area. But overall, again, good movement. You can see the weight coming through now later, so you are shifting it, you're just not shifting it early enough. Super finish position again. Well done. Aaron, with yourself, the big issue I've got are two really. One is the left shoulder. The left shoulder should work down and across, and what we see with yourself is the left shoulder working very flat and out in front of you. That's rolling the club behind you too much. It's moving you off the golf ball too much. You can see there we've now moved everything too much behind the golf ball. We now run the risk of hitting the ground behind the ball or topping it. So I'd like to see the shoulder work down and across more rather than just straight across on a level plane. What we've then got is a very, very shut club face at the top. So all the loft has been taken off that club face. Now what you do from there is you make a pretty good move down, get your weight back on your left side. Unfortunately, that move there has to be timed to perfection if we're going to be consistent, so we need to work on that takeaway a little bit. Then as we come through, we just go looking for loft, and you can see the left arm starting to bend. Club face at this point, very, very shut for the position that it's in. A lot of loft has been taken off that golf club, and we never really fully regain it on the way through. You can see as you come through, club face now pointing well left for such an early position in the through swing, and then swing through into a nice finish. 3 super looking follow throughs, 3 very good basic movements, but what we need to do is just introduce a few new pieces. What I suggest with yourself, Aaron, is that you book a lesson with Ryan and work on getting a little bit more loft on that club face, softening it up at the top. Good luck with it, and I look forward to seeing you all again on Sunday.